Hello and welcome to another video. So we're going to be playing some more OTTTD. We are covering, of course, some more of the campaign missions that we are going through. We have done quite a few now, up to 16. We've got 44 out of 84 stars, so that is over the halfway mark as far as the star gain goes, so that's actually pretty good. Also, I've done some grinding. I have just been grinding out the mission up here, the mid-boss airfield. Really good one to grind. Once you get your heroes and stuff up a little bit, you can actually knock this out by round 2, killing the shark, and that does just end it immediately, giving you a really good stock of both coins and jewels. I found that was one of the easiest ones just to keep cycling through, looping, and getting it reasonably quickly. So I've leveled everything up. I tried to get everything to minimum level 30 that I was using for now. So we've got the Engineer, Assault, and the Rocketeer all at level 30, which should hopefully improve our game a bit. We're also going to buy the weapon for this guy, which will mean we have maxed out the weapons for the 3 characters we are using, which means all we'll need to do is buy the armor suits, and I am after those Breed Cheese armor suits to go with them. So 16,000 candles it is. That is looking really good to go with it. Now we can actually start using our points here. So starting off, we probably just want to boost up the maximum we can on the mag adept. Getting more damage and reload speed definitely should help us out, and we can actually take that up to 10 pretty easily. We may as well just throw it up to 11, so only 4 more to go and we will max that out. Then we got the assault skills. So basic medic is still one we need to max out, so we could probably just shove a heap of points into that. Field medic would help us overall just really lock things down, although we've got it, since we have his reload speed up and we've already got his NG adept up, maybe we should just boost this to max now, since we can. It will cost us all our points, but getting energy adept up to max should buy us a decent amount of time, and we might actually just throw a little bit on his endurance to give him a little bit more health, since he is our main tank. So the Rocketeer will be next, so 24 points to go into him. We haven't put a lot into all his stats, other than of course the reload speed, and we're started on the rocketry, and I think that's what we'll continue on with. We'll just max this out as much as we can, since that'll be a substantial damage upgrade and make future grinding much easier. So now that we've done all of that, we are in the clear to continue on and pick up from where we left off with Fort Gib. This should make this a lot easier now with insane damage stats. Definitely worth grinding out if you are looking to kind of just take it chill and do it pretty easy. 20 minutes of grinding will get you a fair bit of stats. So they're going to be coming from 2 directions, which means I do need to prioritize where I'm putting my placement in. So in the middle here is probably our best bet as far as placement goes, and to cover as many towers as possible. That looks good. And now we'll put in a couple of basic towers on either side here. We might throw a nice shock tower in the middle there to slow stuff down, and then we're just going to put in a stronger anti-air suppressor, which with a few upgrades is actually very easy to manage. Alright, and that does get a fairly decent upgrade path going in the beginning here. I do feel like we're going to pretty easily destroy this. We could have actually played further up here and blocked off a road up this way, but I think securing the base here may actually just be the smart play this time around. Especially since I'm not really worried about anything. I mean, our heroes now are pretty intense, and all we'll really have to do is keep expanding. So we might actually throw down another Rocketeer tower and put in some nice defensive ones. And then we'll start work up further with some healing towers and such to really get this in our favor. Alright, very easy to wipe those out, and that is most of wave 2, I think, pretty much done. I think this mission might be a cakewalk at this rate. I should max that out, did it? No, it didn't. Jeez, they knocked that thing out quick. That feels weird. There we go. At least we healed it back up pretty quickly. It's hard when you can't actually see its health for that tower. You can barely make it out most of the time. Oh, cutting it fine. Not that that's a real issue right now. Alright, all those done. Probably throw a healing tower there, so we might actually throw a nice gun tower on this side. This thing should be actually fairly decent at dealing with these. So that's actually going to be good. Nothing is getting through. So the protection setup is working. We just need to keep this up. By the time they get to our heroes though, most of the enemies are usually pretty weak, which definitely works in our favor. Alright, that thing's down. Give it a quick heal. And we got to throw in that healing tower now, so I'm going to throw it down here. That should definitely help support us a bit. We can actually cover a fairly decent amount of towers from that direction. Although, though, I do feel like the healing tower really isn't doing what it's meant to be doing. Like, it doesn't seem to want to heal ever, and that really does frustrate me sometimes. Unless it's just focusing its healing on itself, which honestly might not be the worst idea. By the time it does get down to here, though, at least everything gets taken out. Now, I just got to decide what to put down here. Maybe a couple of these basic towers. We can actually put in a couple of Tesla ones that are high damages. They do require a bit to upgrade, but I think that'll be worth it. Even if it costs a bit to keep them up. Oh, that was accidental sale. That's never a good thing. Alright, everything's holding out okay, except for, of course, this tower over here that got completely knocked out. It's no real surprise that happened, although I do wish this healing tower would actually do something. Like, it says it's got some range, but it's really not helping. Maybe it needs another one put in somewhere, or maybe it's being blocked by stuff. Like, I thought it would still have a direct line of sight pretty well, but maybe not. Better make sure they're all up. And that's the healing. I think the healing tower's working now on this one, so weird. It picks and chooses when it wants to work, probably. This guy down here, though, seems to be okay. And we have upgraded it already once, so getting it to the max isn't actually bad. I feel like the final battle for this is going to be quite a struggle. Obviously, this map isn't optimized for our hero setup right now. If we had a better hero setup, we could probably smash this out pretty easily if I migrated the heroes up to here somewhere where they could deal a lot more damage a lot quicker. But I chose to, of course, do what I could to favor this. Okay, we just need 6k to upgrade that one tower over there, and we will actually have all our stuff upgraded again. Other than the base, which will probably be my next target for an upgrade. Oh, nearly got some damage on the base. That was definitely risky. Looks like it's paying off though. Alright, something just went down. Did it? No, everything is still up. That's good. Stuff just took some heavier damage than I was expecting. Alright, this is looking quite promising. We might actually clear this 3-star it first off. I really would like to get this to 3 stars, honestly. That'd be a great thing to happen. Oh, something's gone down. I can't afford to lose my big damage dealers on this side. My littler damage dealers. Now, these turtles are not fun to go up against, but once they do hit our heroes, at least that's pretty much game over for them. So it's definitely working. It's just not as effective as I would have hoped. There we go. Just gotta keep up with that. Turtle's gonna go down. Alright, all nice and upgraded again. Getting them all up. Gotta keep them high. I think at this point, there's no way they're gonna win. I mean, there's only 3 turtles, of which most of them have taken some pretty decent damage. So I probably could have laid this out much better, come up with a better strategy, but this worked. It got us to the end, and that's the important part. And we get 47,000. That's actually an insane number, but the amount of work you got to put in, it's not a surprise. Plus, it was our first clear on it, which definitely helps us out. So we're just going to continue on. We're going to try and get the next one knocked down here. The Harkin Sleek Tree. Or tree, yes. Harkin Sleek Tree. Alright. I've got to remember some of these maps. I haven't obviously played every single one, but I have played a lot of these so far. And I think this is actually as far as I'd gotten. I believe this is another one of the boss battle areas. Which is why I'd only got this far, because it's definitely not an easy one to do. So ideally you want a really good tower here. A couple of lesser towers on these sides, and then healing towers in the corners with more towers on the edges, if I remember my correct setup that I had going. And with the way I've got my heroes set up now, they should actually be much stronger than what I was using in my main playthrough, now that we've caught up to it. Alright, yeah, see, their range is actually very limited. At least we can keep these things healed up. Come on, get the healing on it, come on. Well, I was gonna say, why isn't my thing healing it? Come on. Alright, we got some decent stuff here. I'm just debating on, do I want to just throw down what I need now? Probably a good idea. Throw down a couple of warring towers. Stuff that can deal some damage. Stop the tentacle guy from really popping up again. And that's just going to keep these towers all healthy. Since we're only really losing one, it's not a big issue. Alright, I should be able to put in... I probably should have put healing towers here, to be honest. Just because I could keep them healthy then, and they could try and keep the outskirted ones healthy. But we're surviving, which is definitely a very important factor, so that's good. Alright, put in a decent healing tower. So even if there's some risk, we can kind of mitigate it a little bit. Might put in the other one over this side. See, these defended ones are not good. Because they can get through. And I never really have a way to deal with them. Alright, there we go. We did clear it. It did cost us though. Alright, get these going. Now we can actually start dealing some damage to the boss, I think. Alright. Let's target this. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, there's no way to get through that. Alright. So this one is going to be a struggle. I have no clue how I should target the defensive and really take things forward, so it's definitely not going to be an easy one to do, but hopefully we'll be able to knock that out in the next video, or at least make a solid attempt. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. You will find all our other videos in the playlist below, as that should help you guys out. That will be a lot of fun. So until next time, guys, see ya.